We talking Webtoon characters that don't care about your life today. He got a gun drawn on my boy Yu, asking him, does he think that he can dodge a bullet? Bang! He pulled the trigger, and I just want to note, Yu did not flinch, did not move, or nothing like that. He don't even care about his own life, bro. Like, don't play with you like this. And the crowd hates the dude with the gun, but he does this on purpose to get people hate to bet against him, so he makes more money during his boxing matches. He actually let bullets rain at the stadium that they was in, but he had the gun pointed at the ceiling, just to let them know it was only that first shot that was a dud. Got the whole crowd on hush mode now. Everybody want to shut up. They were just talking all that smack though. And my boy Yu still didn't move. But he put the pistol up and turned away saying, I'm going to deal with you the legal way in the ring, so you don't even got to worry about all that. After this, Yu's head coach sent his most trusted assistant to Yu's house. Until the day of their match, Yu has been put on 24-hour watch. Yu asked why this is. That's when the guards that came in start saying that they were finding cameras all over the place. At that same time, it's a ring at the doorbell and a package has been delivered. The assistant puts on gloves and the top of a hazmat suit before she even opens the door. They sent Yu the corpse of a headless cat as an intimidation tactic. This is Yu's cat right beside him when they get the package delivered, so his cat that he has is safe. But this is how the brother duo that Yu is up against for his next match operates. They mentally attack their opponents before they get into the match so they can't focus during the actual event. The older brother with the brown hair is the one that does the mental attacks, while the blonde brother does physical attacks in the ring. And he actually is watching Yu from a camera outside his house right now, asking, I wonder how he liked his first gift. Secretary stating the match has already begun. Another night, she tells Yu that if her life is ever threatened, to just prioritize himself. Cut to the next day where Yu's on a run. We got the cat in the carry-on and she is on hardcore watch while Yu is running. She marking one tail and one paparazzi. Everything around them that's going on, she's seeing it, bro. Ahead of Yu, she spots a drunk. And she like, he looked a little nervous. And she is on the money. The older brother has paid this dude to accidentally bump into Yu with whatever is in that bottle. He really not even sure about doing this, but he do want the bread. He says oops and falls towards Yu. Let me just say this. If you gonna do something by accident, how are you gonna say oops before it even happened? That boy, you hit the jets. He done already been instructed not to let anybody get close to him. The drunk actually ended up spilling the stuff on himself, and she just looked back while she riding on her scooter like, dang, that's tough. Yu and the secretary are walking home after a day's worth of training. Behind her, she hears wandering the streets at night can be dangerous, you know? Turn around and see it's a group of thugs and one of them got a gun. They saying that they control the area and if you want to pass through, you got to pay, whether with money or with cheeks. Instantly, she's thinking about Yu's safety as top priority. She's like, do you remember what I told you? I can protect myself, so. Man, you done already hit the dude with the gun and he grabbed it. I'm going to call that gun Exodia. You cast obliterate on their kneecaps, bro. I don't even know if you can heal from a kneecap injury, boy, but they on the ground like, You still looking down at him, finger on the trigger. The secretary step in front of you and lift the gun in the air. And she's coming to the realization that Yu was about to kill both the dudes on the ground. Remember, this is Webtoon characters that don't care about your life. He does not care. But that's when she says, I know this isn't the best time to be asking this. Would you like to go on a date with me on your next day off? Fellas, is this what it takes to get a date? Because if so, boy, ain't nobody kneecaps safe from now on, boy. I'm about to be obliterating everybody kneecaps, boy. Grandmas, babies, and all. Everybody kneecaps about to be gone, bro. Ooh. And then she asking him on the date. He ain't even got to put in no extra work, bro. Like, ooh, hey, boy, y'all in danger now. Streets ain't safe. And this what she wearing on the date, bro? Like, oh yeah, boy, somebody kneecaps getting got. And long story short, the date go good, and you ask her would she go on a date with him again after this. And my boy bagged the second date. But do not get comfortable, bro. The older brother is watching this somehow. I don't know how he sees them at the amusement park. He gotta know Batman or something with this type of surveillance. Back to you training at the gym, you know, day-to-day life stuff. The coach is not pleased with Yu's performance lately. And I mean super pissed off. He ends up relieving the secretary of her guarding duties for Yu because she's softening him up too much. She's not fired. She just not going to be guarding Yu anymore. Getting this news, she all sad thinking about it as she going home. And as she's closing her door, we see that somebody is behind her already in her house. The younger brother done got in her house. It's cut to her being in the hospital, beat and bruised. Coach saying that she was found unconscious in front of her apartment last night. He didn't calculate the brothers would mess with the secretary too, so that's why he didn't have no security guards or nothing on her, and he felt like he was careless. He tells you to focus on his training and he can get revenge in the ring. Obviously, before a boxing match, there's a press conference. It's Yu's turn to talk, and he says, I don't plan to let you off with a simple KO. For the entire 12 rounds. He just smiles. It's the day of the boxing match. Both are approaching the ring. It's the strongest contender in the game versus the vilest contender in the game. Who gonna come out on top? And notice that my boy Yu has entered blackface. Box! Off-brand Naruto come out the gate swinging, but Yu dodges to the left. That's when he started inputting all the combos on the controller to keep you from doing anything. The older brother outside the ring starts going over the plan that they came up with to beat Yu. See, Yu up to this point has never been hit in a boxing match, even the 2 fights he had with other champions. I might go over those 2 fights later, but this implies more than just good reflexes. It's like there's an obsession with not taking blows, and that's when we see Naruto's foot come up. He throwing a low kick in a boxing match? See, now the average boxer would either be unable to react or try to get him disqualified on purpose and just take the hit, but not Yu. He obviously moves out the way, and this is going to put him in an awkward position, leaving a blind spot for Naruto to take advantage of. And Naruto took some roids before this match, bro. Kurama would be so ashamed. Yu dodged the punch that he just threw from his blind spot, and he doesn't understand how. 3,000 IQ move, baby. That way Yu read his shadow. This is Yu Neutron. He had a brain blast. But see, Naruto think that he can still get him with a counter. But it's too late. Yu's already activated. Mink! This man's body left the ground and he hit a whole backflip off one punch. Down. Brother stunned. The crowd is going crazy. It's revealed that before the fight, Coach K called up somebody for drugs too, just like Naruto. He knew that the brothers would use steroids before the match, so even though he knew Yu didn't need the roids to beat Naruto, we not out here to fight fair, baby. We out here to get even. This is straight evil for evil. It takes Naruto to the count of 6 to get back up, saying to hurry up and resume the match. Both brothers think about Yu's statement from the press conference. For the entire 12 rounds, he plans to toy with him. We cut to the assistant, Carmen, waking up in the hospital, watching the fight on TV. Flashback to being kidnapped by the brothers. Older brother stating to her that he doesn't plan to hurt her, at least not right now. Asking her what she thinks of Yu. She answers that their relationship is only professional, but the brother knows that that's not true. And asks her, doesn't she want Yu to live a more normal life? But as long as Yu's with Coach K, will K let him have a normal life? That's the real question. Coach K used to be in the military and rescued Carmen in the past, so she wants to bet on the humanity of Coach K and Yu. So no deal. Then he gets up with a knife saying, it's a pity, but what can we do? And then that's when he goes behind her and he starts to cut her ropes off. All right, I'm about to take you home. She like, huh? He like, yeah, we got a bad reputation, so the rumors are always exaggerated, but we haven't ever actually crossed the line. And Carmen confirms that he indeed let her go. And there's been another man in the room who I haven't talked about yet, but I'm going to just call him the butler. And so he asks, oh, well, goodness, who did this? When she almost reached her house after he let her go, she ran into some thugs. Pans to a shot of Yu activated. Isn't that kind of strange? I'm pretty sure I wiped out all the thugs in the area after that last situation. And the butler is just sitting there looking quiet. Cut to Naruto getting pummeled and the crowd is going crazy, loving it. And the commentators note that Yu isn't throwing a critical punch. One of them even thinks about how the brothers stood no chance even if K didn't give Yu drugs. The old man just likes beating them at their own game. Yu, both of you are out of your minds. Cut to Naruto bracing for impact. He gets hit with a blow that sends his guard flying. The canvas is turning red with blood for something he didn't even do. The butler asks Carmen where she going after she gets up and walks past him. Are you going to report this to the police or hold a press conference? But you already know there's no use in doing any of that. You realize how far Kay is willing to go. I'm only telling you this because I valued our relationship. How many people do you think Kay killed in the military? Murder is just a means to an end for him. I really hope you don't do anything foolish. Carmen stops in her tracks, standing there with the balled up fist. Back to the fight once again, our older brother thinking, I didn't know Kay would go this far. In the ring, younger brother thinking about what you said once again the entire 12 rounds. Then another pregame strategy is revealed. He goes for a clutch and then gets some fouls in to make his arms lose speed. Naruto rebutted, but if I let my guard down to grab him for a clutch, I'm going to get hit with a knockout punch. But the older brother was like, remember, bro, he's not planning to knock you out. And so now we seeing their plan in action. Him and you in a standoff, him thinking you're in my range to grab once you throw a punch. You burst forward, Naruto advancing with both arms open, and right when he needed you the most, he vanished. Maybe he no aim. He popped up behind him. You was letting off a mink NATO. He can't do nothing but keep his guard up. In the midst of his rage, he thinks back to Carmen and how lovely she was on their date. The mink NATO getting stronger. He thinks about her bruised eye socket, her neck brace, her smile. Boom! Naruto caught with a big one.